Hello everyone, I'm here with Kleber. Today he's being certified together with his students, the guys from Rio Claro. So what's up, Rio Claro? The Phil BJJ school together with the Malibu Jiu-Jitsu school. We are over there with the doors right open for you guys to come by and get to know our structure. And today, besides the certification, we are going to do a video class for the lightweight guys do not get smashed by the much heavier opponents. So generally when we start to roll, when we start sparring, there is the grips. If I let him do his thing and if I stay immobile and let him do his thing, impose his game, I will be in trouble because I'm much weaker than him and he's not gonna get tired. So when it comes to the three variables, strength, weight, and base, it is much in his favor than mine. So as the match starts and we bump our fists here, when he decides to grab my gi, I'm not gonna let him do it, and I start to move. I cannot run away from the fight because this is not a marathon. So I cannot let him in his comfort zone, especially if it is on open weight division, for example, because the weight difference is huge. So when the person is heavier, has much more muscle, the person is much likely to get tired faster. So it makes sense that I stay moving all the time and frustrate him psychologically until I tire him, until I wear him off. So my objective here is to force him to pull guard so the match starts and I start like that. Give him a hard time. And I'm running away, but I'm not running away from him, but I'm not letting him to get comfortable with his grips. So he came and he grabbed my lapel. So he grabbed my lapel and I come and I grab him and I go for head-and-head contact. Kleber is already getting tired. He's already... So if I manage to break his grips and reset the position over again, not allowing him to pummel him, and smashing him, because in this position he will take me down, he will put me on the ground and he's going to smash me, putting me in a very difficult situation here because I cannot waste a lot of energy trying to get out of here. I can even manage to get out of here, but if I get out of here, I will have wasted a lot of energy trying to get out of here. If you are going to train against a much heavier person, wait him to pull guard. After 1-2 minutes of match, the sparring session is halfway done and he didn't manage to do anything. So as he pulls guard, I'm not gonna let him to unbalance me, to break my posture. So move me, Kleber. I'm going to start working on my base. Just like so, I'm going to twist and point my knees to the side. If he tries to come up, I will keep him on the ground. I follow him and I put the knees right on his belly. So the same concept of fighting that I was having on my feet, I'm having right now on the floor. So when Kleber moves and shifts his hips to one side or the other, I do not let him to grab my hands, to grab my feet. I spread my base, I push him away until I make his back to be flat on the mat. So when his back is on the mat, I inverted the game because right now he has his weight to lift it up and my weight. Always paying attention to your base. So I pay a lot of attention into my legs, so this way he cannot turn and come on top, which makes much more complicated for me. So I'm here just like so. I open my base, and despite my base being like right up and like that, I'm with chest and chest connection, blocking his upper body. Push me away, Kleber. I'm on the base, as you can see. Every single moment I'm putting pressure on him. As you can see, my hips are very low and my upper body is very positioned in a good base to put pressure on him. And he is exhausted right now and I'm good to go. So I received this question. So a lot of people ask me this: how can I fight a person much heavier than me? And the answer is strategy. A soldier, he cannot go to the war without his weapon. So if I have speed, agility, more agility and mobility than my opponent, These are weapons that I am bringing to the war and use against my opponent to defend myself. So if my opponent has a bazooka with only one shot, I cannot stay in front of him. If I stay immobile and he has a bazooka in front of me, I cannot let him smash me. I cannot give him a clinch or nothing like that. I don't have the same tools as he do. I have a machine gun. And with the machine gun, I can reach the target faster. I can reach more targets. And as I say, you are going to respect your body type and you are going to use it against your opponent, your main characteristics. And this is jiu-jitsu. It is not wise for me to pass a position that I execute for him all the time because perhaps it doesn't fit in his game. With his speed, with his explosion, I can go to the back quick. And perhaps for him to take the back, he got to do one, two, three, four, five, a lot more moves that I have, which makes a lot more difficult for him to do what I do. So between the other things that we talked about during the certification, it was a subject that I wanted to bring to the table because this is a very common question, and unfortunately a lot of teachers, they do not tackle it, this issue, or they do not know how to pass it to the students.